Look, that was 65 years ago, and I had no idea when I walked up there what we were doing.
Arkansas native and Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones facing questions tonight about a photo from 6 decades ago. He appears to be a part of a group of white students blocking black students from entering his high school in North Little Rock. The photo is here. That is Jerry Jones in the upper middle screen there, and this is a blown up version of that section. This is around the same time that federal troops were being deployed on this side of the river at Central High School.
That was, 65 years ago, and a curious kid.
The photo, shot by the Associated Press back in 1957, shows a group of black students trying to integrate classes at North Little Rock High School when Jones was a sophomore. The young men are blocked from entering the school by a much larger group of white teens. And there's Jones in the background. The Cowboys owner, now 80 years old, spoke about the issue after the Thanksgiving Cowboys game.
I didn't know at the time the monumental event, really, that was going on, and I'm sure glad that we're a long way from that.
The photo captured when Arkansas was at the center of the civil rights movement, and Arkansas schools were desegregated soon after the photo of Jones was taken. Jones says he showed up to see what was going on, not to participate in the mob.
Nobody there had any idea, frankly, what was going to take place. You didn't, we didn't have all the last 70 years of reference and all the things that were going.
What you missed in my diatribe in defense of Jerry Jones was the bigger message that I was saying, which is, do we really want to open the Pandora's box where a picture can be pulled from 57 years ago to use as impetus and motivation to castigate, castrate, demonize, and characterize another human being? We really want to do that? We really want to do that? A person that was just standing there. I'm not saying what he was or wasn't doing. What I'm making a point of is we don't know. Y'all want to lean on the fact that he was born in Arkansas? That he was raised in Arkansas? That 1957 was pre-Civil Rights Act, pre-Voting Rights Act? That's what you want to bring up? Well, who else you ready to talk about? Because he ain't the only one from Arkansas. He ain't the only one that was born around that time. He ain't the only teenager that was there. And oh, by the way, black people,
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Topics. Welcome to Peep Game TV. Alright, now check this out. Now, everybody should know by now about the famous picture of Jerry Jones that's going around, social media, news, media, you name it, they flashing it, you know what I'm saying, and they speaking on it. If you don't know, then Jerry Jones is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And in the late 50s, a picture was taken where it was a mob of white kids out there, pretty much, stopping to stop the black kids from integrating into the schools. Now, he responded with a half-ass response, on how he was just being curious and it was innocent, and everybody around there, basically didn't know, what was going on, which is cap. We know that. You know what I'm saying? And who comes to his rescue? The most famous Sambo of all, Stephen A. Smith. Now, looking at the video we just watched on him, it'd have been nice if he'd have had, that kind of, fire, and that kind of oomph, and speaking on the, all these, black boys and girls, that has been, jumped on and killed by law enforcement. and other racist ass people out here. Just saying. But at the same time, we know Stephen A. Smith. This is what he do for the NBA. He's known to talk down on, you know what I'm saying, the black players. With that being said, I was searching the internet and I came across a video of D.L. Hughley. And D.L. Hughley, he can talk, a little sideways to me sometimes. But with this, response he gave on this situation, I feel like he hit it, he hit the nail on the head. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off about it. We're gonna jump right into this video. But before that, let me get y'all to go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave y'all comments down below, because I want to hear what y'all got to say about this situation. You know what I'm saying? And share this shit, because it's somebody out there that need to hear it. Peep game. Let's get in it.
So over this holiday weekend, I got a chance. I was sitting around spending time with my family, and I watched Hill. And at the same time, the story of the Emmett Till story. It was a very sad movie. Of course, we all know what happened. And at the same time I was watching that movie, a picture came across my social media. And it was of the Jerry Jones, a very young Jerry Jones, when he was a high school student. And he was one of the people that were torturing young black kids who were trying to integrate a school in Little Rock. And it occurred to me, because these incidents happened about the same time. In the 50s, Emmett Till was killed. This picture's from the late 1950s. And I heard Stephen A. Smith say something very interesting, that he was appalled that people were bringing up a picture that was so old and judging somebody at 14 years old. I actually do agree with that, but I wish they would be consistent.
Exactly.
I wish that Tamir Rice wasn't judged so harshly at 12 years old. I wish that Trayvon Martin wasn't judged so harshly at 12 years old, but I digress.
Now, hold up. And if we're going to be real with it, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Tamara Rice, you know what I'm saying? Countless others. Hell, we can even speak on, you know what I'm saying, the brothers that are pulling time, you know what I'm saying, right now, for stuff they done at 14 years old. And when they get out, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be hard for them to get a job. It's going to be hard for them to get an apartment. Why? Because they're going to be still judged on stuff that they did when they was 14 years old. So if we gonna go by their narrative, then let's keep it honest all the way across the board. See, my thing is, I feel like we looking too much into this, because at the end of the day, Jerry Jones is 80 years old. So it don't take a picture for me to see a picture to know that 9 times out of 10 he racist as hell. That ain't rocket science. You know what I'm saying? We got bigger shit to be worrying about than a picture. Because, see, that picture, it does nothing for us right now. Even if he got online and apologized, how does that affect us? It doesn't. But if we are going to have the conversation, then let's be honest about it. Let's be fair about it. Because everybody gave Kyrie straight smoke for just posting a tweet that he didn't write the damn documentary. He didn't damn produce the documentary. He just gave a post. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, if we're gonna talk about it, let's keep it a buck.
Of course, you can't take the actions of a 14-year-old boy. There's a certain amount of grace that you give to them. My problem with that 14-year-old boy, Jerry Jones, and they were torturing these young black kids who tried to integrate the school, is that Jerry Jones was indicative of the rule and not the exception.
Facts.
Most people in that area felt and acted, teenagers acted like that. As a matter of fact, it's very hard for a teenager to depart from the group. They often do succumb to peer pressure.
Yep.
Jerry Jones went on and became a very successful businessman and later on the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And people in response, he couldn't be racist because he made a lot of black millionaires. He made black millionaires because he was an NFL owner. an NFL owner. So you try fielding a successful.
He made a lot of black millionaires who made him a billionaire. So what are you talking about?
NFL team without black people. You might as well try rugby. So he was a businessman who bought the best athletes, and somebody else would have done that.
Mm-hmm.
My problem isn't so much with Jerry Jones, but the people in that group, the people of that age, they didn't stop being what they were. They went on and became police officers and judges and nurses and doctors and bankers. And they still carry those same attitudes with them wherever they went. Those people didn't have a come to Jesus moment. Most of them continue to feel like they always do. And that wasn't so long ago. Ruby Bridges, who integrated the first school, I think in Alabama, is only 68 years old. So the very people in that group, the very people you're giving grades to, went on. I know that they're your nana and your papa now. I get it. I get how sweet they are. And they tell you stories. But when they were younger, they spent a lot of time torturing black children.
And let me say this, and I think that's one of the problems we got. Well, a lot of people have. A lot of people stuck on this racism doesn't exist no more. But it do. You know what I'm saying? The only difference in now and then is now it's not common for you to call a black person a nigger. It's against the law to hang somebody. You see what I'm saying? So then it's just they're more subtle with it. That's all. But I guarantee you the same, like he said, the same people who you think are so nice and so sweet and so kind, who will help out anybody. If you go back and look at some of these books with these photo albums in them, you'll see a totally different side of them. Or if you sit back, and you eavesdrop on some of these conversations they have, you'll find out how they truly feel. I'm telling you.
And never having to be held accountable for it. They just got to pretend like they didn't do it anymore or say nothing about it and move on. Now they want those things not even tied in history. They don't want anybody to bring up their action. They don't want anybody to know what happened.
But see, that's why they want to take it out of history. Because see, understand something. If it's not documented, if it's not on paper, it doesn't exist. I don't give a damn what happened. If it's not on black and white, it doesn't exist. And they know this. And they are ashamed of, a lot of them are ashamed of this, of a lot of the shit they done. And the last thing they want is for this shit to come to light. You see what I'm saying?
You can tell they're proud of what they did. They're proud. They took pictures of it. Who takes pictures of things
They ain't proud.
wrong? That was indicative of the way the country, by and large, felt then, and those people did not have a changing moment. They never changed.
No.
You know, Chris Brown was denied the right to perform a tribute to Michael Jackson. You know, a lot of people have the sentiment: once you're an abuser, always an abuser. Well, Jerry
Jones is a racist. Then we're gonna go by that knowledge.
I do know this. He never hired a black coach. He never really had a serious interview for one. So it would stand to reason that a man who felt like that at 14 probably feels the same way in 80.
Hold up. So let me hold on. So if he's never hired a black coach, he was against the George Floyd protests, allegedly. He didn't want them to kneel. Then shouldn't that have told everybody that he's racist? If his track record got all these red flags and blemishes on it, why now that this picture come out, everybody, why be in awe? You should have looked at that. Oh shit, hell, we knew this. Now, if you look coming from the, the point of view of, Kyrie, made a post, a tweet, and they made him apologize. They made him go and denounce shit. Then he should get the same treatment. Understandable. I totally agree. However, if he don't, does it matter? What is it gonna change? How is it gonna help benefit you? Help me understand this shit. Cause see, we got our own babies killing each other in the street. Personally, I can give a fuck about a white man being racist who does nothing for my pockets. Don't pay my bills. Unless he got a magic potion that he could drop in our communities to stop all this damn violence that we are, committing amongst each other. I don't give a damn what he do. I don't give a damn if he apologize. We need to keep our heads on our side of the track and stay out these white folk business. That's what we need to do. I'm just saying. My personal opinion.
What in his experience would make him different?
None.
The fact that he hired black people who were the best in the field, the best at their positions, to do a thing for him, to be a service for him. Even back
That's
then,
gonna make him more money.
No, I'm not judging the 14-year-old. I think you can judge. You can't judge any of those people at the age they were at. The problem is that what motivated them to
change.
The same mentality that got him Emmett Smith killed. Emmett Till killed. It's the same mentality that was pervasive in that picture. So I know your nanas and papas are wonderful people, but take a look at some of those photo albums and get a sense of who they really were. Because those same people that you smile with and laugh with tortured children. Ruby Bridges had to have FBI agents go to school with her. Only one teacher volunteered to teach her. It was a horrible time. She was 68 years old, 10 years older than.
Now check that out. She had to have FBI agents go to school with her because of a mob like Jerry Jones was in. But then he sit in there and his reply when people ask him about it is, I was just curious. Hell, all of us over there was basically just a little curious and didn't really know what was going on. You see how they what the fuck? Not one time that you hear him even mention, look, I know what it looked like, but I am not a racist. Hell, he could have even said, that's who I was. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. I was misguided. I was 14. I was, I was hanging with the wrong crowd. Any fucking thing but what he said. So why should we be surprised, or why should we make a big deal about a damn picture that's damn this, 60 years old? Come on now.
To me. And those people, they got to pretend, they got to go on and pretend like nothing ever happened and move on, and everything changed except their mentality. They watched Fox News. They saw it say horrible things about people behind their back. And they raised the children. They raised the children. Like every time I see somebody who said something incredibly racist, they weren't, I wasn't raised that way. You were.
Why not?
The people who raised you. Look at the people who raised the people that raised you. And then what happened? What was the single event that changed their mindset so that they wouldn't feel like they had the right to act this way? Because if nothing changed, nothing changes.
Now don't get it twisted. Now people do change, but at the same time, you gotta understand something. His parents indoctrinated him with that hate. And 9 times out of 10, he indoctrinated his kids with that hate. Now, nobody's saying down the line, that a child can't come into his own and see the wrong in it and decide to change. But majority of the time, you follow your parents' belief system. Even when you get out on your own. Why do you think Christians, I hate to say it, why do you think black people are the way they are? Why do you think most black people vote Democrat? They don't vote Democrat because they, went and did research and found out who's the best candidate. No, they vote Democrat because their mama voted Democrat, her mama voted Democrat, her daddy voted Democrat, his daddy voted Democrat. You see what I'm saying? It's the same way. This cat, 80 years old. You an 80-year-old white billionaire, and you don't think he racist? Half the motherfuckers. Have you ever seen a black football coach on him? Name me one black man, black woman that own an NFL football team. In NBA basketball. You can't. It just don't exist. And don't nobody come out with no damn Jay-Z. Because he don't, it's a crock of shit.
So I'm not judging the 14-year-old boys and girls in that picture. I'm not judging what they were. I'm judging what they still, many of them are. There's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the deal.
Let's just say that. We're going to leave it with this. I don't have to judge. I don't have to judge Jerry Jones. Because it's obvious, not by the picture, the picture when he was 14. Just by his actions. Recently, in the last 2-3 years, his actions in the last 2-3 years will pretty much send red flags of, where he stands on, black and white. My thing is, I'm not saying that, that people are wrong for speaking on it. But what I am saying is we shouldn't feed too much into it. We shouldn't be surprised. It shouldn't really fucking matter to us. And if we gonna have the conversation, let's be honest about this conversation. Let's not sit back and listen to damn Sambos like Stephen A. Smith. Understand, it is what it is. And we know in this country, it has always been, and until we stand on our own and get our own, it's always gonna be, they feel they can do what they wanna do. And we do what they allow us to do. And until we change that narrative, it really ain't shit to go back and forth with, especially something simple as a picture. Just wanted to come in, drop a little something on the ground for the hunger hands. But you know what it is. I'm your boy Topics, Peep Game TV. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, share this shit. You know it's somebody out there that need to hear it.